Hey Fanatics, DJ Bricks here, back for another video, and today I have a LEGO 2021 Jurassic World set, loosely based around the Netflix show Camp Cretaceous. It is the Stygimoloch Dinosaur Escape. That name kind of is questionable. It is set number 76939. It comes with 129 pieces, and it is a 4+ set aimed at that general demographic. So the builds are a lot simpler, and it retails for here in America for about $40. And it does feature our first Stygimoloch released since 2018 with the original Fallen Kingdom line. We haven't gotten one since then, so it is nice getting that dinosaur again. But without further ado, let's take a closer look at the set, see how it stacks up, starting as always with the minifigures. First figure we're going to take a look at is Claire. Again, she's just thrown into the set just to have Jurassic World characters, and this specific variation is the Fallen Kingdom version. It's just reused here, just to throw her in here. She's got that same gun we've seen since the Lego movies, where it's just got a green syringe clipped onto it to represent a tranquilizer gun. No printing on the legs. Torso's pretty much the same and unchanged. It really looks great. And then she's got her normal head that we've gotten with her for a while, with a scared expression on the back. But again, nothing too drastic. Next up, we have a character from Camp Cretaceous. Her name's Brooklyn. For accessory, she comes with a build for like a pole stick with a carrot clipped on top. A pretty simple build, but it's pretty effective. Plain dark blue legs there. Nice printing on her torso with the light pink jacket there, which continues on the back. You have some dark pink to represent wrinkles and a highlight. And her head is not new. It was introduced in the Harry Potter line for Fleur Delacour. So it's just a reuse head there. You got a shocked expression on the other side. And then her hairpiece, which isn't new per se, but it's new in that color. It's the Ghostbuster 2016 Abby Yates hair, but it's molded in a light pink color, which is no longer exclusive to this figure. We've gotten it a couple times since, but it is nice, and it got introduced with her here. And then last figure to look at is Ben. He comes with a standard walkie-talkie piece and a shovel that comes into play in a moment. But going over his prints, he has new leg printing, which appears on another character in another set, but it is only printed on the front there, so no dual molded or triple molded, which is a shame. And because it's a lighter color printed onto darker color, it doesn't really, the opacity is not there. So that's kind of a shame. He has some nice printing on his torso with, you can see knapsack, which continues around the back. He's got that standard Mutt Williams hair in a dark orange, not new for that, but he does have a new head, which is exclusive to his character. So you got a smile on one side and a nice scared expression on the other. Going over the first of the dinosaurs included in the set, you get Bumpy, the baby Ankylosaurus. This mold is not new. It got introduced back in 2020, but it is new for this coloration to represent Bumpy as a character. You got a nice work of the tan and then the teal dual molded there. And then you have some nice printing for the eyes there, which is nice. And then the whole reason Ben has a shovel is you get a poop piece here, just for something to clean up. And it is not attached to anything in the build. You can, if you want to, for play, but it does come included, so you can kind of... here we go, the namesake of the set, the Stygimoloch. We haven't gotten this dinosaur since the Fallen Kingdom line, where this set of molds was introduced, and it's not even unique molds, it's just the head that's new. The rest is the Velociraptor body that's been used a lot, but it works pretty well. And as you can see, it's got a nice sand green and tan and brown and dark brown color scheme. You got some nice printing for the eyes there. You got on top of the head, you got the hardened head there for to ram into stuff. Those barbs are a separate piece, and you just plug them in as part of the build. And those are relatively rare for that color. And you do get 4 Lego studs on the back, just to let you know that this is a Lego piece, even though it doesn't look like it. And then going over articulation for this thing, you do have a pin at the neck, so it can actually realistically go 360 with the head, but you can pose it like that, and then the arms can move back and forth, and then the legs, they're not ratcheted, but you can pretty much pose them, but it won't stay like that, but you can get some nice poses out of this. Here is the set all built up. Once you're done, you do get a vehicle, you get a nice little build of a treehouse, and you get couple signs and fencing. So looking at the vehicle first, it's relatively similar to the 4+ vehicle they had back in 2018 for the Fallen Kingdom line. This is very similar to that build. It's just they changed out pieces and parts and colors here and there. That is a printed piece, and it is exclusive to the set, and it's very nice. It's pretty much the old school Jurassic Park logo, and you do get that 3 times over in the set, 1 on either side. And then you get some nice build for the front of the truck here, for the front headlights and stuff, but you come back here, you have all this exposed studs, but you do have the brake lights, which kind of sucks for building, but I can understand. This is a 4+ set after all. And then this main base for the car in tan, that is new for that piece in that color, and is exclusive to this set so far. And then up front here, you have no covering here for the seat, so you can just put a minifigure in there if you so choose. And then you have a clip on either side to put accessories should you want to store them. And then this thing that I removed from the back, which again just easily reattaches pretty easily. But this is meant to be a cage to capture the Stygimoloch. Again, it's same build as that other set, just part colors got changed around, and you can just flip the cages down, lure your Stygimoloch in there, and you can pretty much capture it in here, and doesn't really hold all that well, but you can pretend capture it, bring it back to base, and put it back on your truck for transport. So that is a For you look at the tree house, it's a pretty simple build here, but par for the course for 4+ sets. Easy to build, easy to reassemble if you break it. You got a nice tree built up here, a palm tree by the looks of it, with some nice palm pieces used here. You got a nice hinged one hanging here for detail. You got some semblance of root with queen whatever I want to be crown piece in there in white. Not new, but they use it a lot to represent a broken up egg. And then turning this around, you have a little semblance of the tree house here. Back here you have this bowl, which is, I guess, supposed to be the toilet, if you want to play with it like that. But that is just there. And then you got a nice ladder representing how to get up here, but you can fold that down if you want to. And then you just have a nice little area to play with, to play around with. You have a sink here, and then you have a little representation of a bed. A character can lay down on pretty easily if you want to play with it like that. And then you got this giant slide here. Not a new piece, but a nice new color for that piece if you want to use it for mock building. It's new in that color, and it's only come in that color in this set. So a lot of nice play potential here. We got these little side builds for just to place around the build, to set boundaries and stuff, should you want to play with it. These two are pretty identical. It's just a fence piece with a little bit of grass simulated with the plate there, and then a couple lights with the cones there. And then this is just a little sign that you can again place anywhere within your building play space, and it's got another one of those printed pieces exclusive to the set for Jurassic Park. So, looking at the extra pieces for the set, pretty standard selection. You do get an extra one of those poop pieces and extra syringe, and you do get an extra one of that rare color for the tooth piece in tan there. So not a bad extra parts there, but pretty minor. So looking at the instruction manuals for this set, you get 3 separate booklets. They started this weird trend with these 4+ sets where they have like a single color as a background instead of the actual box art from the set. But as you can see, first book builds the truck and the Stygimoloch. Second book builds Brooklyn with the container and the fences, and then book number 3 is pretty much the biggest here, where you build the actual tree house, and that's the one that has rebuild the world at the back. You get that standard 4+ style. You do have Ben there at the bottom for the progress bar. Second book, you also have a different rebuild the world thing, and you have the parts inventory at the back of this one for some reason. And you have Brooklyn there as the progress bar, and then again at the first book, you have the building app at the front, and you have that standard. You have Claire at the back for the progress bar. Then at the back of this one, you do have a cross. So for all the 2021 sets for Jurassic World, including the Duplo set there. And then you just have a little cross showing all the dinos that come in those sets. So that does it for looking at the instructions. So going on into my final thoughts for the set, build-wise, it's a 4+ set, so it's pretty simplistic in its build. That's not a fault against it, and it is so designed that if you accidentally break down the set, your kid can easily rebuild it. That being said, as I pointed out, the back of that truck kind of not really good to look at, and then there are some issues of getting that cage back onto the truck and getting it to stay there. So little problems with the design there. Figures, pretty good selection here. Pretty nice figures to get. You do get the two of the characters from Camp Cretaceous, and they're both exclusive to this set. And then you get Claire, because they want to shove in the actual Jurassic World characters just to have something from the original movies to kind of tie it to there, even though this should have, I feel like, stand on its own. But QC wise, as I pointed out, the printing on Ben's legs there is kind of not opaque enough, and then getting into that name of the set, Stygimoloch Dinosaur Escape, that is just, I don't know why they want to put dinosaur in the names of these sets, especially this tends to happen more with the ones aimed at little kids. I guess that's part of the reason why, but you have the Jurassic World logo, you have dinosaurs on the front of the box. I don't know why you need to have dinosaur in the name of the set. That just seems redundant to me. So again, that maybe that's just me nitpicking. Going into the price though, $40 for this. While this is both a $40 junior set, it is also one that has a dinosaur in it, so you get that 1-2 punch of it being a junior set, so you already have all the big pieces and not much there that kind of makes it feel like a less of a value. And then on top of that, you have a dinosaur, well, in this case, two different dinosaurs with two different molds, so that kind of shoots up the price again. But $40 for this, I feel like it's worth it. You get a nice vehicle, you get a nice tree house, nice array of figures, nice couple dinosaurs again of two different varieties of species. You get these awesome prints right here with the original Jurassic Park T-Rex logo. You get 3 of them in the set. That is a good print, and they are exclusive to the set. So this is very much worth that $40, I feel. So all in all, this is going to get a 7.5 out of 10 from me. Comment below, let me know what you think. I always look forward to having a discussion with you guys in the comments. And if you like what you've seen, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell, because it really helps out the channel. And will note that I do now have a Facebook and an Instagram. I will link those in the description below, as well as on the main page of my YouTube channel. But that does it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Till next time, keep building.